Hey, I'm Adam, and on my channel, we talk about holistic landscape design, education, and inspiration. Behind me here, we have a really old blueberry bush. This blueberry bush, my best guess is at least 50 years old. It's a wild blueberry. I got a whole blueberry patch here. It's probably going to be hard to see, but all behind me here are blueberry bushes, all planted here by birds' droppings. I'm just taking a look at the environment in which they're planted, and on the ground here you can see that it's all just moss. And so when you plant blueberries in your garden, what you end up doing is they usually recommend to plant it in peat moss, which creates a nice spongy environment for those blueberry roots to grow. I've had numerous garden experts, even those who are sort of like anti-peat moss because of the environmental impact, they all say, okay, with blueberries, that's the exception. You got to do it with the peat moss because that's the sort of environment that the roots like. And so beautiful, beautiful environment here, nice and squishy, moist. Where are we in the landscape? We are on the edge of the wetland. Behind me over there, that's definitely, let's walk over there so we can see the wetland. So the other thing I want to share about this environment is that this is an edge environment that we're in right now. And so it's a couple edges all at the same time. You have the edge of the wetlands, so you can see all the green over there. The wetland's usually the first spot to really green up in the springtime. And so back there we have a whole bunch of skunk cabbage that's growing up around the floor of the forest. And then several other plants, like lots of barberry is growing there, and looks like mostly barberry. Yep, a big barberry swath. And so we're on the edge of the wetland, and then after the wetland there's maybe like 20-foot strip of forest, and then after that 20-foot strip of forest it really turns into meadow. And I'll point behind me this way to see the meadow. You can see it in the background there. And so this blueberry, planted here all on its own. And so you think about like how many blueberry seeds are getting dropped all along the earth by birds every single year, and yet this is the spot where they're growing, and so this is the spot where those seeds had the right conditions, where the roots had the right conditions. A lot of things have to go right in order to get a plant to grow and to flourish. So that's why I look to nature in my designs, so that I can not only mimic what makes a healthy plant, but I can also mimic what it looks and feels harmonious in the landscape. Because what I'm trying to mimic in my designs is when you go off on a walk in nature, you say, like this is beautiful. I feel great. I feel like, in what do they call it, forest bathing in Japan, like you feel healed after you go into nature. Well, how can I gain that feeling and gain almost like the healing from that even in my home landscape? And so with wise design and mimic nature, I think you can do that. And so where we are right now is we're at the forest edge. The forest edge is the best habitat for wildlife, for animals, for birds. What you get is you get the most sort of net primary productivity at the edge. And then also this is specifically an eastern facing edge. That's why the sun is hitting me in the morning. And so it gets blasted with sun in the morning, which dries off the dew, and it makes it so that it's like a gentle form of the sun. And then in the hottest part of the day, when it's 90, 100 degrees, when the western facing slopes are getting blasted, the eastern facing edges are protected, actually. And so the blueberries here are taking advantage of that incredibly favorable sort of position in nature and in topography. So if you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and keep on looking out for more. And then also keep a lookout for my book. I got a book launch happening on Beltane the 1st of May. So thanks so much for watching. Take care.